We are 12. Go Hawks!
Episode 5. Clinking it Hawk style against the Vikings. Welcome to another We Are 12 Go Hawks. Another game, another pre-season game. Seattle Seahawks, this time at home against the Vikings. Well, I have to say, it may be a pre-season game, but I am so happy about this because I really enjoy this game. I just really enjoy it. And I really enjoy supporting the Seattle Seahawks. And even though I kind of respect the Vikings, and I kind of like them to a certain extent, I think that we're going to have another great game. And I hope, to be honest, I hope Boykin has another great game as well. I'm sure he's going to get a chance to showcase his talents again. I mean, against the Chargers, he was absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to leave the link to that video where I spoke a bit more about Boykin and the game against the Chargers. I'm going to leave that in the description below this video so you can watch that. I'm expecting the Seattle Seahawks to have another good game. Don't know, maybe there'll be another hero. You never know. Last time it was Boykin. Maybe this time actually it might be somebody else. You never know. It might be. I don't know how they're going to approach it. The coaching style. To be honest with you, I'd like some of the rookies to get a shine to grab the headlines. For example, Darboh. I think Amara Darboh. It just seems like a player I'm going to learn to really like for some reason. So maybe, you never know, he may get his chance to shine as well. Carson might have another good game, to be fair. And I'm really, really waiting to see Shaquille Griffin have that, that game, but maybe it's not yet maybe for Shaquille Griffin, but in the long run, I really expect Shaquille Griffin to be like, wow, it's so yeah, just really looking forward to it. I don't want to go too long about this in this section because I'm not going to make this into two separate videos. This is going to be like the pre-match and post-match all in one. So this might be a longer video, but I just think it's going to be for the better. So yeah, so I'm going for a Seattle Seahawks victory. I'm going to say the Vikings. They're coming to 12. 12 is going to make it loud as well. So I'm going to say Vikings. Okay, let's give them say 10 points. So 10 on the board, and Seattle Seahawks about 27. Let's go. Go Hawks! Go Hawks! Go Hawks! Go Hawks! We won it! We won it! Yes, we did. Delighted, and a really good performance, I have to say. And it had, had to be, I think, a bit better than against the Chargers. Minnesota, they're a good side. As I said, I like them. I think they force the opposition to have to really work hard. I'm not saying the Chargers didn't, but Minnesota, I've noticed it for the past few years. Ever since I've got my interest has grown for this sport. I've noticed that they're one of the sides that when they play, they're really exciting. So for us to beat them, I know it's pre-season, but for us to beat them and for a few players actually to stand out, like in the defense, like for Shaquille Griffin, for example, really impressed with him, and I think he's going to grow into being one of the best cornerbacks. You never know, he may even after his career. I know it's weird to say it, but I know he's at the beginning of his career, you could say. But when they're at the same point after their careers, how will you be saying Richard Sherman or Shaquille Griffin? Hey, I don't know. I hope it's going to be close. I hope it's going to be close because that means the Seahawks don't have to worry about Richard Sherman. Eventually when it comes, moving on, and we've already got someone there, to also be that rock as well. But Richard Sherman's Richard Sherman, and they throw it the other way, don't they? You can just see teams. They're not throwing it towards Richard Sherman because Richard Sherman's Richard Sherman. Yeah. So yeah, really strong performances in the defense. Also Earl Thomas, great to see him back. And I think it's the Legion of Boom. that's what sets us aside, you know. And when everyone's on song, and we've strengthened this, you know, the drafts were fantastic. We have strengthened, and that's why I think that we will be the team to beat. If we stay clear of injuries, yeah, that's another thing though. That's just, you know, we're saying injuries. That's just remind me because as you know, sustained the injury. You know, listening to the commentators, they were just saying what a great player he's been and all that, and then bang, he gets injured and he's out for I think he's out for a long time. So I hope he gets better really, really soon. But you know, one side is the defense, and then you got the offense, and you've got people really, you know, running now. You're trying to get that running game back. You know, Lacey's been fantastic, and you just know that Rawls, when he comes back, he's going to also add that strength to that position. But for me, the player who's really making, you know, my eyes like open wide at the moment is Carson. He's just, you know, I know I didn't mention him after the Chargers game, which I probably should have, but you know, in this game he was unbelievable as well. So yeah, fantastic there. Mentioned in the last game, Boykin, he didn't have as much I don't know, he wasn't given as much time, you know, because Russell Wilson was out there. Russell Wilson, you know, it's Russell Wilson, fantastic quarterback, as I said, probably the best in my opinion. And you know, nice to see Cousin Williams and Davis getting the touchdowns, and fantastic to see the Seahawks winning 20-13. Go Hawks!
Go Hawks!